Hello viewers, today we are going to see about diamagnetism. Diamagnetic substances are those which have tendency to move from stronger to the weaker part of the external magnetic field. Now if you see, this is a diamagnetic substance. So the external field gets away from the substance. The field lines are repelled. That means these are the magnetic field lines which are repelled by the diamagnetic substance. And the field inside the material is reduced. That means the field that is already inside the diamagnetic material gets reduced. So what is the basic principle? Okay. So we all know that in the basic electronic structure, the nucleus contains protons and neutrons, and the electrons is revolving around the nucleus. So electrons by itself has a negative charge. So when it starts moving, the charge is moving, therefore current is produced. So if a current is produced, there is a magnetic field. We all know that. So right hand thumb rule, if a current flows, there is a magnetic field, and the current and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. This we know already. Therefore, electron possesses orbital angular momentum. So these electrons, when it starts, since it's moving, will provide angular momentum. Therefore, a magnetic field is created, and therefore orbital magnetic moment exists. Okay. So this magnetic moment will tend to oppose the incoming magnetic field. That is the basic concept. But diamagnetic substances are the ones in which resultant magnetic moment in an atom is zero. Now if you consider the magnetic moment inside this atomic structure, then it will be zero. The resultant magnetic moment inside an atom is zero. But as far as when a outside magnetic field tries to influence over the diamagnetic substance, the internal orbital magnetic moment will tries to oppose the outside magnetic field. Therefore, diamagnetic substance will repel the magnetic lines. Okay. So this is the basic principle. So what is the basic principle? Electrons are revolving. Therefore, current is there. Therefore, magnetic field is there. Therefore, orbital magnetic moment is there. So because of this orbital magnetic moment, this magnetism tries to oppose the outside magnetic field lines. That's why a diamagnetism tends to repel the magnetic field lines. But if you consider as an atom, the internal resultant magnetic moment of an atom is zero. Okay. Next point. The substance develops a net magnetic moment in direction opposite to that of the applied field, and hence repulsion. This is the reason. So inside the atomic structure of the substance, it develops a net magnetic moment in direction opposite to that of the applied field. So what happens? Naturally, a repulsion will occur. This is the basic point. Okay, next we have to see about superconductors. This is one special property where we apply the principle of diamagnetism. Okay, superconductors. So what is a superconductor? These are metals. Basically, these are metals cooled to very low temperatures, which exhibits both perfect conductivity. If I say perfect conductivity, the resistance is zero. So that means infinite current. Current is infinite. Okay, infinite current has to flow. And perfect diamagnetism. Perfect diamagnetism means total outside magnetic field is totally opposed by the material. That is called perfect diamagnetism. And if I say perfect diamagnetism, it means that the field lines are completely expelled. That's the meaning. Field lines are completely expelled. Which field lines? Outer field lines. Okay. So chi is equal to -1 and relative permeability is equal to 0. these are the conditions for perfect diamagnetism. Okay, and if you see here, you have a superconductor. This is a permanent magnet. Because of the repulsion behavior of diamagnetic material, there is a floating type of force. That is, this permanent magnet will not cannot be attracted by the superconductor. So there is a repulsive force. Therefore, this permanent magnet will tries to float, or we can understood it will try to float because of the repulsion, and this is called Meissner effect. Okay, so a superconductor repels a magnet and is repelled by the magnet. So this is Newton's third law. What is that? Every action has a equal and opposite reaction. So superconductor repels the magnet. Therefore, magnet also what will it will do? It will repel the superconductor. That's what is happening here. Okay, superconductor. This is superconductor. It's repelling the permanent magnet. Equivalently, permanent magnet is also repelling the superconductor. So there is a repulsive force, and that effect is called Meissner effect. So the phenomenon of perfect diamagnetism in superconductors is called the Meissner effect. So in 2 mark they will ask for what is Meissner effect. Now this effect, Meissner effect, where it is used. Example, magnetically levitated superfast trains. So you have heard about magnetic trains. So magnetic trains, there will be track, but it is not wheels. It won't run with the wheels. The train it gets floated, is floating, and there is no contact between these two. So one will be the superconductor and the other will be the magnet. Okay, which has the property of diamagnetism. So what happens is the magnet, because of the diamagnetic effect and because of the superconductor, the train will start floating and it will start moving in this direction by the application of alternative north and south pole. This is important. The north and south pole is alternated. Therefore, it tries to propel along the direction. Okay, so we use the property of superconductor as well as diamagnetism. Therefore, the total train will float and start moving by changing the alternating field, north-south field. So this is called magnetically levitated superfast trains. These trains are being in use in Japan, Germany, like other countries, foreign countries. Still yet this type of trains has to come in India. Okay, that's all about superconductors and the basic principle of diamagnetism, how it is used, how it is the behavior, and what is the internally at the atomic level what's happening, how a magnetic field created, how it opposes the incoming magnetic field. Okay, so these with this small introduction, hope you have understood the topic about diamagnetism. Thanks for watching. Nandri.